Hi, I'm Charmaine. Welcome to the Love of Self podcast, where we delve into the emotional aspects of finding love for self. Today's topic is fighting forward. There are plenty of times where there's a necessary cause to fight back. It's necessary to show what we need to show for our protection, for our rights, for our empowerment at times. But there's also a necessary case for fighting forward. There's an important area in life that is necessary for us to fight forward. And what does that really mean, to fight forward? For me, fighting forward is staying on your continued momentum toward where you need to be and not letting the distractions get to you. It's a continuous forward movement toward your progress in spite of whomever may be trying to hold you back, poke your bear, whomever may be trying to pick fights with you. And the power within that is an acknowledgement that some of this fighting that we feel that we need to do is a distraction from our momentum, from our forward movement, from the places that we want and need to be and need to strive for. And when someone wants to take us off of our path, the easiest way to do it is to make us angry, is to get us to fight, is to get us to be distracted into their downward spiral of emotional anguish. And while sometimes the fight back is necessary for our protection, I think there is an important thing to realize regarding always needing to fight back, always needing to show someone something, always needing someone who pokes at you, who creates distractions with making you angry, making you sad, making you feel helpless, making you come off of your path, off of your trajectory of where you were headed, toward whatever mess they want to pull you into. And the beauty within being able to fight forward means that whatever it is that they do, whatever distractions they try to pull you into, whatever projections they try to place on you to fulfill whatever emotional need this brings them, and not giving it to them, letting them think that they have the upper hand, but you continue your momentum toward where you want and need to be, where you see yourself, and whatever underlying process that goes on with that they don't even need to know about, that they have no idea that you're working on until one day you decide to present it. Fighting forward is not allowing your ego to take over your process, your momentum, your goals and dreams, your future accomplishments. It doesn't take over where your future self sees you becoming. Fighting forward has nothing to do with all of the ones who want to hold you back in their place of consciousness, and has everything to do with your strive. It has everything to do with what you know that you can do for yourself, whether people understand it or not, whether people appreciate it or not, whether people respect it or not. If your heart is in the right place, if your intentions are well and good, if you know that you are doing the right thing the best way that you can, even though it may be the long way, even though it doesn't look appealing to everyone, even though it may not seem like the most fashionable idea at the time, you can still fight your fight and not theirs. you can maneuver forward in the best way possible towards your accomplished goals, living the life that you see fit to live, living the purpose that you see fit to accomplish. Fighting forward is definitely not on trend because it involves future thinking. It involves thinking ahead and also doing ahead. It involves going into a place that you've never been, with hopefully the prospects of your elevation, of your peace, of your renewed self. And while at times it may look unfashionable to people on certain mindsets, it may look odd, out of the ordinary, it may even look weak, depending on what it is. But the interesting thing about it is, those very individuals who may not have a full understanding of what's truly important, or maybe at times what's truly honorable. The focus can be on a particular hierarchy of who's who, what's what, where's where, and how everything looks to everyone else, how everyone seems to everyone else. But when we take a step back and think about how we're growing, or how we may be staying stagnant in places in our lives, in places in our thinking, sometimes we can see that our growth has been stunted. And there can be surrounding environments that help exasperate that. Meanwhile, we can give ourselves the space and the place to maneuver through our life in our own way, outside of the fray, outside of what everyone wants us to do, what everyone expects us to do, what everyone wants to fight with us about, in order to seem or feel powerful or accomplished, to bring in whatever we feel is missing somewhere. But our forward movement involves our mentality. It involves our goal. It involves our passion for how we want to thrive internally, consciously, emotionally. And I have to wonder, with whatever distractions come my way, through all the surrounding negativity, all of the people that want to drag us into the abyss of disarray and anger and fear, and really start to begin to wonder who really benefits from those things. Who really gains power when we're all fighting with each other, when we're all full of hate and anger and distorted thinking? Who really benefits when we can no longer see one another, let alone ourselves? All we begin to see is the mayhem those very same beneficiaries have put us in. Sometimes it's best to fight forward and not fight back. Sometimes fighting back is taking us to a negative space that is not to our benefit. It's not to our elevation. It's not a renewed consciousness of empowerment, and only gives the illusion of power. Sometimes it's best to see ourselves through the tumultuous state of anxiety that we're surrounded in. Even though at times fighting back is necessary for our protection, there's also a dual notion in understanding when that's necessary, why it's necessary, and why it's not, and asking ourselves, where do we want to end up in this life? Do I want to fight back, or do I want to fight forward? I'd like to thank you for taking these few moments to listen to what I have to say. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. So, I'd like to ask you, what do you think about the need to fight forward? If you thought about it, what is your often response to negativity and disruptions of your momentum? Is it more so fighting back, or is it fighting forward? And within these scenarios, how do you think each one of these things may have hurt or helped your momentum? If you decided to do more fighting forward without the need for people to see you in a certain way, what effects do you think that may have, positive or negative? I'd love to hear from you. Please comment or email theloveofselfpodcast@gmail.com. Please remember, I am not a therapist. Also, my new book is out, Love Yourself, a book of poetry and spiritual writings for self-love. It's available now on bookbaby.com. Purchase link is in my Instagram bio. I wish you all peace, love, and joy always. Until next time.